I'd like to, first of all, I'd just like to thank our sponsors, first of all. Without the sponsors, of course, the games wouldn't go on, and so I want to just real quickly just mention everybody that's helped us out. I'll do it real quick. You know I speak real fast anyway. The Albuquerque Isotopes, the Albuquerque Journal, Albuquerque Public Schools, American Legion, ACVB, Car Crafters, Charlie Sandbox, City of Albuquerque, City of Albuquerque Parks and Rec. We combine them kind of. ESPN Radio, Frontier Restaurant, First Catering, Golden Fried Chicken, Hotel Cascada, Kalen Orthodontics. I'm sorry. Ken Wilson Designs, Lift XL, Marty Seiss, Minchie's Frozen Yogurt, ProView, Napa, Papa John's Pizza, Santa Fe Properties, Screen Images, 10 Pins and More, the Mac, and last but not least is the U.S. Eagle. And so I want to thank all you guys, because gosh, without you guys we couldn't do it. And I know like a lot of you have been with us a really long time, and I really appreciate it. So now let's just first of all, I wanted to have Alan Armijo was coming. And at the last minute, he called me late yesterday, and he's on his way somewhere in New Mexico in behalf of the mayor, so he won't be here. So the assistant director of Parks and Rec, and of course you all know I was with Parks and Rec for 25 years, he's going to speak in behalf of the mayor. So Gary, come on up here.
Hold the applause, please. Hold the applause. On behalf of Mayor Berry, who couldn't be here, and on behalf of Barbara Baca, who's my boss at the Parks and Recreation Department, I'd like to welcome everyone here to Balloon Fiesta Park. This is one of our gems that we have here in Albuquerque. And I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Fred and New Mexico Games, and I've seen some board members from New Mexico Games, and I've seen one city councilor here who's been an avid supporter of New Mexico Games. I'd like to thank you all for making this happen here in our city. It gives folks positive, healthy things to do, and we couldn't be more pleased to have athletes and spectators use our venues in the Parks and Recreation Department. So that's my best speech. I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today.
Thanks, Gary. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and this is really a great event, and we've been doing it, Fred's been doing it a long time in conjunction with Parks and Rec, and it's something that we really believe benefits the economic impact of Albuquerque, but we also believe it's just good for our citizens and our residents and the active lifestyle. So I'm very, very proud to be a part of it, and I will be competing this year and look forward to that. I did turn into a new age group, and so I'm the young guy in an older age group, so I'm glad. So thanks everyone for being here, and look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here. This is obviously an amazing event. Anything that I think promotes healthy lifestyle, active living for not only our youth but all our community members, I think is a great initiative. So, my hat's off to really all of you that these games have been going on for a very long time, but this is terrific just to kind of even remotely be a part of. I kind of thought a little bit about what to say, and I mean, there's a lot of different things I could think of. I grew up playing a lot of sports. When I played baseball, I played hockey, I played football, I played basketball, I played some tennis, I tried golf. I've done a lot of different things over my time. And I was born and raised in Toronto, Canada. And 14 years ago, I decided I wanted to be a college basketball coach. And if you're from Canada at that time, it's really not, it wasn't really an intelligent professional avenue, I guess you could say. It wasn't good business, and everyone thought I was crazy, and everyone told me I was crazy for trying to move to the U.S. to be a college basketball coach. And I came down, and obviously 14 years later, I'm standing here today. And a lot of people always ask me, how did you do it? What did you do? And I don't really have a magic bullet, but I can honestly tell you, and I share this with a lot of people that I know, that the things I learned playing sports growing up ended up serving me exceptionally well in life. Not only just as a professional, but even now as a father and a husband. I think sports just brings so many people together. It teaches you values like hard work, commitment, unselfishness, teamwork. There's so many great values that come together when we play sports. And if I didn't learn those as a young man, I would not be standing here today as an adult in the position that I'm in. So initiatives like this are terrific. They're terrific not only for us, but obviously our youth. I have a little 2-year-old, and these are the kinds of things that I obviously would like him to be around as he grows up, just as we hopefully kind of all better ourselves and the people around us. So thank you all so much for having me. This is a great event. I'm not allowed to come to basketball, I don't think, for NCAA rules, but I will come to some other things and try and be a part of this in any way that I can. So thank you very much for having me, and have a great event. Thank you.
Let's just go on to talk about the female and male athletes of the year now. First of all, the female athlete of the year, she actually was in BMX for, I think she started maybe in BMX before she did arm wrestling, but I'll let her tell you a little bit about herself. She's going to the University of New Mexico. She's in the Army Reserve and doing both, and so she couldn't compete this year because she was working for the Army Reserve. She did come and watch it for just a little bit during her lunch break, I guess, or whatever, and then she came at the very end. But real special individual. She, I don't have it in front of me because I'm supposed to have a program with me, but I didn't. But she's won the. She set a record now. Maybe she can tell you, but she's got the record now of 7 years in a row. She's been the ladies' champ. And so she just broke the record of all time here in the city for arm wrestling. And she's a national arm wrestler. So let's have Tyler Hernandez come up here, and I'll let her say a little something.
I really don't know what to say, to be honest. But yeah, like he said, I've been arm wrestling since I was 13 years old and raced BMX since I was 7. And I've competed in the New Mexico Games basically every year since that in both those sports. But I just took, like he said, the record for the most female New Mexico State Championships in arm wrestling. So yeah, that's basically it. There you go.
Okay. Maestas. There's Dominic right here. And, you know, I want Dominic, if he doesn't mind, I think I told you were going to say something, but I might have failed to tell you too. Okay, good. Well, at least I told one of them anyway, so. But, you know, Dominic, he was real special because when he started, he was 14, 15, weren't you, when you played? And so he was just playing racquetball every year, loved it, and all of a sudden, I'll let him tell you kind of what happened, because I think you'll be really grateful to hear what he went through to where he went to this year and ended up winning with his brother. It's a pretty special moment. So why don't you just real quickly say something on behalf of what racquetball's done for your life?
Thanks, Fred. So, first of all, Fred, members of the board, members of the media, Coach Weir, it's with great pleasure that I accept this award on behalf of New Mexico and the New Mexico Games. A little bit of my history. I've been playing in the New Mexico Games for about 25 years. It's always the highlight of my summer, and I really enjoy playing in it. I think it's an extension of forming good habits for life, and to me that's what sport and fitness is all about, is really forming these good habits. I myself got sick a couple of years ago. I was on death's door, ended up getting pancreatitis, spent about 2 months in the hospital, 1 month of that in a coma. I learned how to walk again through the support of my family, my wife, and the racquetball community. I remember at one point waking up in the hospital and didn't have any feeling in my arms and legs, and thinking if I could ever just swing a racket, I'd be grateful. And sure enough, I started from the bottom again, and I learned how to walk, and then I learned how to run. It was really back to the basics. Started swinging a racket. Probably the highlight of my racquetball career has been the last year and a half. I've really had great progress where I competed in national doubles with my brother, where we took the silver medal there. I've competed in the World Championships at an elite level. So I'm very happy that I had a racquetball throughout this time, because I think without it and having a strong heart and that kind of fitness, I probably wouldn't be here today. So I'm very appreciative of Commissioner Gary Mazeroff and the racquetball community and my family for being able to still be able to play and to participate in the New Mexico Games continuing on. It's always been the highlight of my summer. So thank you, Fred.